is up, everyone, and happy Halloween. This is my first Halloween look of the year. I was inspired by galaxy and skulls, and my inspiration for this look right here, was this skull. It's like this galactic looking skull. I think I did a pretty good job at imitating it. Yeah, if you'd like to see how I created this look, then keep on watching. Alrighty, so we'll be starting off this look today using some Fenty primer. I love this because it's super hydrating but also mattifying, so when putting a ton of products on your face, it's great to start with a great base. The next thing I'll be doing is adding Tarte Shape Tape all over my face to give myself a blank canvas, just so everything shows true to color and we're not losing anything. And next I'll be just taking in with my Wet n Wild, it's a kohl crayon liner, and it's in the color Rosé Naturel. I'm just using this to map out where I'll be adding the hollows into my face. After that, I'll be adding my Makeup Forever Flash Palette. I'll be using the color Black. And I'm just adding that as a base reference, just to kind of deepen up everything to start getting our shape done. Now for the panda eyes. I wasn't so precise with this, just because this is like a galactic look. I feel like it didn't need so much structure, and it just kind of could be more very free-handed and flowy, just kind of how the galaxy is. And if you do make any mistakes or just want to fix anything, just take a makeup wipe like I'm doing here. Now I'll be going in with my Pat McGrath. This is one of her dark matter pigments, and it's just like a soft black color, and I just use this all over just to set any of the areas I put the black paint on. And now we'll be going in with this bluish color, and it is called Bright Blue, although it looks kind of purple. And here I'm kind of just making up my own designs and placing it how I want. I decided to use a sponge for this look instead of a brush, just because I really wanted it to be more textured looking, whereas a brush would just put it in place and make it very intense. And the next color I'm using out of this flash palette is the color Fuchsia. And this is the fun part, guys. You can just be creative here and just place it wherever you really want it to. I started to go in with the other colors as well, like back in with the blue and back in with the black, and it's just blending everything together, so it's very just seamless and just flowy. And now I'm going in with the color turquoise. Alright, and now is time for the teeth. I didn't realize that I covered it for most of the time, so I'll just kind of explain a little and then just let everyone just watch. I started by making little, I guess little candy corn shapes, I want to say, and then I was dragging, clearly, you see, made a mistake. I had to go back and refix things. But for the teeth, it's you have to make your little candy corn shapes, and then I just dragged them down more just for a dramatic, elongated look. Again, I'm not following a typical skull shape because I'm a galactic skull, so I want everything very stretched out and very flowy, I guess, again. So what I'm doing now is just like mapping out where my teeth should be, and then after we will go in, we'll fill them in, and then we'll do some shading after as well to really start making the teeth stand out and pop a little more. And we are now filling in the teeth slightly. I don't want it to be too harsh and bright, so I kind of let a lot of the colors blend with each other. I just really liked how it started to just fade. All the colors started to mesh together and fade with each other. I liked it. I feel like I added too many teeth, but whatever.
It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love.
And here I'm just adding the black outline to just show where my mouth would be and to add that shading into it. So this is the part where I just kind of went sporadic and just added some darker grays and darker blacks in between the teeth in certain spots just to make them stand out slightly a bit more. Every time you're using a highlight or a contour, you always want to add the opposite to give it that contrast it needs to really make it stand out. And I'm just blending all the edges at the top. You can see it's like a lighter grayish tone. So it really looks like the teeth are just fading into the galaxy.
It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music.
So now to start setting everything, all the paints, I'm using this Pat McGrath. This is her ultraviolet blue pigment. I love these ones. This is the perfect time to use it. This is also Pat McGrath's Astral White pigment. This is beautiful. It gives such like a iridescent blue shine to it. And what I was most excited about was this Fenty Beauty. Rihanna came out with this new collection recently, and it's actually called her Galaxy collection. What are the odds? Great timing. So I'm dipping into the colors Sunburst and Meteor Crush, and I'm putting that all over on the lighter red areas, or pink areas I should say. And now I'm dipping into the shade Sublime. And now I'm adding that green shade, which is called Planet X. I loved adding this over the darker areas. It really just made it stand out so much more. Right now I'm just adding a little bit of highlight around the skull, around the eyes, and like a little bit of like those crack marks or like stress lines that they have. Just to add just a tiny bit more to the face. And really to finish off the look now is I just took my flash palette and used the white pigment, and I have a little detail pencil brush, and I'm just adding small dots everywhere. Little stars, little lines, just to help really make it look like the galaxy.
It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love. It's all about house music. It's all about love.
And to finish off this look, I pretty much just took that Planet X and I used that all over my lids. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
It's all about house music.